Good morning, everyone. I'm David McClelland, Technical Director at Norvite, and I'm joined by Murray Cooper, one of the innovative farmers. And together we're going to tell you our story, which really comes in 4 chapters. I'm using the RIS acronym, Rapeseed, individuals as a group, trip to Sweden, and Skokan. That's really how we summed up. So next slide, please. So we start with rapeseed, which is familiar to all of you, I'm sure. The vibrant yellow patchwork of fields in the cereal growing areas of Scotland we'll see in the next few months. It's a significant crop. There's around about 35,000 hectares grown in Scotland, and the northeast of Scotland by which I mean Aberdeenshire, Angus and Morayshire, account for about 45% of the Scottish crop. Norvite commissioned a plant in 2015 to crush local oilseed rape and produce oil and expeller meal for our feed products, animal feed products. And subsequently in 2019, we achieved food accreditation. SALSA was attained. And we also produce organic feeds at Norvite. So the anomaly here is that the UK imports a significant amount of soya. Approximately 6,000 tons of soya protein is imported from China and India to meet our requirement, and that's really not the point of the organic movement. So provenance is a very important part of food systems, and particularly so in organic. So the opportunity to source and process locally produced proteins seemed very sensible. But the big issue is that no one is growing organic oilseed rape, not in Scotland, not in the UK. And so that was really our challenge. And I'm going to hand over, if you change slides, I'll hand over to my colleague, Murray Cooper.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, as David said, the main drive as a farmer for me to be involved in this project was the fact and discovered that the organic soya was coming from the likes of China and further afield. It really didn't sit well with us. We'd been discussing growing with Norvite since early 2015, if not, if it would be possible, and we've been trying to get people to grow since then. There's very limited data available in the UK about growing oilseed rape organically, and I think sorry. Organic oilseed rape's not a crop that you can, like barley and oats and wheat, that you can put in the ground and leave to grow. And a lot of organic farmers are extremely afraid to grow it, knowing the risks of volunteers for future cropping as well. And whether the other factor involved was, did we have somewhere to, if we did grow it, did we have somewhere that was going to process it? So eventually Norvite got involved with the SOS and Jim Booth, and we all got invited to join this risk group. It brought various people together who was interested in growing as well as processing as well.
2 minutes left, guys.
So, particularly important to have this facilitation to give us direction as farmers tend to be busy and forget little details, and it really helped keep us going. Leading on from the risk group, we managed to get a trip organised to Sweden to learn how they grew it over there. We've discovered that they were growing almost 10,000 hectares a year over there. We were amazed at how well their crops looked. There's three farmers, an agronomist, and a scientist from SRUC came along. We visited a machinery manufacturer and various farms, and I happened to buy one of the machines that we viewed there as well, and imported it direct from Sweden, and now been working with it in the last 2 years. It sows the crop, and it also interrow weeds the crop as well. Hand you back to David.
All right, thanks. I'll just clarify.
Left, David.
I'll just clarify that the risk funding didn't fund the machinery which Murray purchased in Sweden. When we came back, what we did get funding for was a research project. So KTIF put in £29,000, which funded SRUC to support 5 farms growing the crop in field trials. And that was really successful last year. That was the Skokan project. And again, other folk have talked about WhatsApp group, been really good at bringing the group together and helping with the knowledge exchange. Last year, we successfully harvested 35 tons of seed, and the legacy from the RISC project and the KTIF funding has been that the group really wanted to work together and engage. So we've now formed a producer group with the help of Jim from SAOS. So thanks to Jim Booth for that. The group's growing, a really dynamic group. We've now got 20 members. The acreage has quadrupled, and the growers have achieved somewhere between 2 and 3 times the conventional price for oilseed rape. And the market success, the commercial success, will be measured more fully when we crush the seed and launch a premium Scottish organic oil to the market. That will be the first of its kind in Scotland and the UK. Next slide, please. Thank you to RIS, and particular to Jim Booth of SAOS and to Dr. Robin Walker of SRUC, who really helped the group, kept us all together. Thanks very much.